Hello and welcome to the Carlton Grounds in Blackrock as we continue our coverage of this very wonderful tournament. There's no doubt about that. The sun is out in all of its brilliance and we're just about ready to get on the way. The Settlers winning the toss and electing to bat. They're playing against the Warriors, a very important game for both sides. Nikhil is with me. Nikhil, the decision by the Settlers to win the toss and elect to bat, surprised by that?
Yeah, it's been interesting, Andrew. Good morning to you, good morning to the viewers. Most teams have won the toss here and opted to bowl first for this early game. So, a brave choice by the Warriors, and let's see how it works out for them.
Indeed. Okay, so the Warriors are in fact batting, having won the toss, and we're just about to get on the way in terms of the situation as far as the no ball is concerned. In terms of the tournament so far, Nikhil, this is my second game. I'm rather impressed with the standard of cricket and also the crowds particularly turned out on the weekend.
Yeah, it was a big crowd here on the weekend. Close to 500 people came on Saturday and even more on Sunday. But what's been the most impressive thing to me has been during the week to see the crowds come out in their numbers as well. Great to see that the support is here. And also I think the quality of cricketers as well. You have Carlos Brathwaite, you've got internationals, both past and present, involved. So all in all, I think it's a great watch and a great time of the year as well as we transition into the new year.
Indeed. So Shakir Marshall, who certainly is an interesting cricketer, plays for Empire in the local competition, and he's going to be bowling to a batsman who certainly has got lots of ability, there's no doubt about that. Carter has been around for quite a long time. So Marshall will start. How has he gone in the tournament so far?
Yeah, he's been excellent. To be honest, it's really hard in this format for bowlers to bowl in the power play because of the fielding restrictions. And he's bowled 2 in the power play every single game. Picked up 2 for 13 a couple of days ago. So he's been a revelation for them. And he'll relish bowling to the left-handed Jonathan Carter, spinning the ball away from him.
So we're just about ready for the start of the action. And here we go. Oh, that's rather ordinary. Giving Carter an opportunity to come back for the second run, mid-off not being able to pick it up. And we know that Jonathan Carter is very good all around the wicket. In fact, has had 1 or 2 very good scores so far in this competition. So he's off the mark, off and running.
With a few left-handers in this Warriors team, Andrew, I'm not surprised that they've brought in Shem Holder, the Barbados pride off spinner, and they've opted to leave out Kamari Boyce because they've already got the left-arm spinner of Jamal Warrican. So I think that could be for Carter and just how explosive he can be. They know he's the key.
Very good work indeed by the bowler. Had that gone through, I think Long Off would have had a bit of a challenge in getting across to the right. So Marshall was good to his own bowling. Generally, of course, teams like to have the off spinner turning the ball away from the left-hander. Oh, that's very ordinary. That's gone through for 4. Naughty.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed with that because you don't want to allow Jonathan Carter, who's been one of the best batters in this tournament, really to get and find the boundary early, because he has shown he can really take you apart in the first 4 overs. It's why he's also opening the batting, and he's got a new partner in David Carter at the other end.
Ball going straight to the fielder. He's just got a bit of a bad bounce, but it's gone for 4. Would have been Kevin Wickham, who in some sloppy work. Should not have had a single there.
Yeah, Suleiman Ben and this Warriors team, they're still trying to find that right combination. We saw the tournament, they began with Hakeem Perriman at the top of the order, then Zidane Harewood, yesterday Grant, and now today David Carter. So they're still experimenting. It's still a long way to go in terms of those playoffs, and this is a team starting to get some wins under their belt.
The umpire said no. Big appeal for a catch at the wicket. Looking to cut that ball in half for that shot, David Carter. The keeper seemed very confident. And quite a bit of bounce generated as well from that delivery. Certainly flirting with danger there, David Carter. First over comes to an end. It's 7 without loss.
Yeah, another economical one by Shakir Marshall, who continues to impress, bowling in such a high-pressure situation early. But I think this will tell us a lot about Jamal Warrican's captaincy, if he's brave enough to maybe go to Shem Holder in the power play, another off-spinner that they've got. Maybe can get and exploit a bit more of that bounce and turn. But they also, their seamers as well have been really good throughout the tournament. And we know that they've got Kevin Stout, who played his first game yesterday. So really do have options. It's a multifaceted bowling attack.
It is indeed. Carter has certainly led the way. Their experience at this level. So it looks as if we're going to have some spin followed by some pace. Dario Cumberbatch, I should know him pretty well, plays for my club St. Catharines.
I think Cumberbatch has been really impressive across phases in this tournament. He's given Warrican options, hasn't bowled in the power play in every game, but when he has bowled a new ball, he's been able to keep things tight and at the back end really go to those slower deliveries and be able to pick up wickets consistently. So he's been one that maybe many would not have looked at coming into the tournament, but he's helped Warrican massively.
He's also got that knack, picking up early wickets as well. And yes, has bowled well in this tournament. He's up against an opponent that is very, very good in Jonathan Carter.
Started with a deep third and backward square for, actually square leg, deep square leg for Carter, the 2 fielders outside the circle.
Chance for a catch taken by Aline, and that's a big wicket to get. The wicket of Jonathan Carter, good delivery, and Aline taking the catch on the boundary. So that's good bowling from Cumberbatch. 7 for 1 in over number 2, Carter gone.
I think Carter will be livid with himself, would have expected, and you can see the thinking, trying to take on that small leg side boundary, because there was a delivery pretty much on 4 stump line, and he actually tugged it across the line and picked out Kadeem Aline into that small boundary. So brave length from Cumberbatch, and in the end, pays dividends for this Settlers team. That is such a big wicket, given that when Carter's come off for this Warriors team, they've won. When he hasn't, they've failed to do so.
Massive indeed. Marden Ben comes to the crease. Plays for Spartan, the local competition. And has been highly thought of for quite a long time. In fact, there were many who felt that he had the ability to go on to play for his country, Barbados. He comes out to fill the breach. But the early wicket of Jonathan Carter is good indeed for the Settlers. What a shot to get off the mark. Beautifully played indeed. That's gone over extra cover.
Yeah, that is a statement piece. I think Mardon Ben has been one of the finds in this tournament. Has been around for such a long time in the club cricket circuit in Barbados, but strokes like this, it's just so effortless. That is so clean as well. And adjustment needed from Cumberbatch because he's now got a right hand at the crease, whose offside is that much smaller boundary.
Good running as well to get the single. So overall good cricket, length was good, and it'll tap away in the offside for one.
I wonder if teams sense an opportunity against this Settler side. The defending champions, of course, but you look at the comprehensive way they were beaten yesterday by the Pelicans. I think it may have shown some teams that, look, we can actually defeat this side as strong as they've been in the last 2 seasons if we get some early wickets and especially capitalize against them in the power play.
Saw the batsman coming down the pitch and bowled it wide. That's good cricket. Just angling the ball away from David Carter. A good start for Cumberbatch as well.
Andrew, I'm interested from you as well, your perspective. What have you made of the tournament?
Well, in fact, I had an opportunity to do commentaries last year as well. Quite happy with the tournament. I believe that Barbados and, of course, by extension, the Caribbean and the world very much involved in it. The standard is high. There's no doubt about that. And, of course, it gives these cricketers an opportunity to be seen all over the world. Someone like a Kadeem Ali. I think he's a wonderful cricketer. And there are some who obviously would want to take this opportunity to impress. And there's so much T20 cricket being played all over the world. Of course, there's T10 as well. They've put their talents on show. And no doubt the scouts will pick them up. Very well bowled indeed by Cumberbatch, who ends pretty strongly. Good over, which he got the important wicket of Jonathan Carter. 2 gone, 12 for 1. Start for the Settlers. They've been able to keep that run rate on the 7. It's just 6. And Marshall to continue. He's bowled to Ben. That's a wonderful way to greet the off spinner. A lovely shot. Ben means business and strikes that beautifully away. That's gone for 4. Hello to the gentleman to my left, is it? How are you, my friend? A smile as broad as Bridgetown.
Good afternoon, Andrew. Good afternoon, everybody. Certainly good afternoon to Maridon Ben, because that is a stroke of what the highest order, you would probably say, racing away through the covers. He's truly in fine form, this young man.
fact, towards the back end of the local elite competition, he made 100. And, you know, when you talk to people about Maradon Ben, they tell you that they thought that he would have gone on to have played for Barbados. But he's now bowled. Well, well, well. Good piece of bowling by Marshall, breaching the defense. And this is a good start for the Settlers. In over number 3, it's now 16 for 2.
Certainly a big wicket, and you can understand the disappointment of Maradon Ben. But Marshall, that ball shaping away just a bit from him. Obviously that new ball, just getting that drift. He was looking to close the face a bit, work it into the leg. So you saw him rehearsing the fact that he should have gone straight down the ground. He goes though for 9. It's now 16 for 2.
Yeah, played across it. Beautifully bowled indeed. Loses his middle stump. And Marshall was bowled well. Be happy with the success of someone who can bat. There's no doubt about that. In fact, the first ball he got from cover match was a wonderful drive over cover, and started the over in fine style with a beautiful cover drive. But since then has lost his middle stump. Now Hayward comes out to do battle. Zidane Hayward, player with immense ability as well. And gets off the mark immediately. Zidane Hayward actually is an opening batsman by upbringing. Batting in the middle for the Warriors. Shot in the dark, but we'll get 2 for it.